Hey my beautiful Capricorn peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ant from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome in here to your April 2024 tarot reading. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I do want to mention before we start, as always guys, if you're interested in a personal read, you can check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. It's the first link in the description below if you want to book me there. Without a further ado though, here Team Capricorn, let's go ahead and get it popping and see what we got going on here coming on into April 2024. I cannot believe it's already April. It was just January. So time is flying by as always. I feel like it just gets faster and faster every year. So anyhow, let's see what's going on here, Capricorn. Coming on into April, hopefully we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. Starting out here with the overall energy, what do we got? And we got here a Six of Wands. I like it. This could be like the eyes on you, attention on you. This could also be the energy of success, right? So Six of Wands is typically about taking the right steps in the right direction, but it also could be about like a lot of people really starting to take note of you. So this could be about more attention kind of being placed upon you in the workplace, but not in a bad way. So I don't want anybody to think this is like negative attention or anything of that nature. This could be about people really starting to see you. So if you have a boss who's really paying close attention to you, maybe they're considering giving you a raise, giving you a higher position. This could be the energy coming into April where you are starting to see success really become rooted in your life. Okay. So people are paying attention to the types of value you have to offer, and that's going to help you move in a really, really great direction. So far, so dang good. Moving along here forward, let's see what Capricorn's main focus is moving through the month of April. So what is Capricorn mainly focused on throughout April 2024? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. We have here the Chariot. Moving forward, creating a path for yourself where things can go better. So I really feel like this is about wanting to put yourself on a good path. Maybe some of you here are really focusing on your career. You're super career driven. You're looking to move up and level up. For others of you though, if it's not about career or love or anything of that nature, it could just be like, this is the month where I just want to personally level up. I want to feel more successful. I want to be on a right path or the right path for me. And I'm working really hard to make sure that I keep moving forward in the right direction. So you're heavily focused here on setting yourself up for success coming into April 2024. Now, how is Capricorn navigating through this focus here? Let's go ahead and take a look. How are my Capricorn peeps navigating through this focus throughout April 2024? Let's go ahead and give it a check out. Starting out here with the first card, we have here the Strength. Looking at the next card, we have a Queen of Wands, beautiful. And lastly, we have here a Four of Pentacles. Now, Four of Pentacles showing up here to me says you're holding on to the vision, right? So what you want to create for yourself, you're not letting go of that imagery. You're keeping it inside your mind at all times, and you are staying directly focused on living in the end. And by the way, this is one of my favorite things to discuss. Living in the end is a terminology that came from Neville Goddard, who really had a very interesting take on manifestation and attraction. So what he says is when you're living in the end, you are living your life as if the wish that you desire is already the wish fulfilled. So let's say you desire to have a position at work, you desire to be a manager, you're going to start living your life as if you're already that manager, as if already what you desire has happened. So every single day you are reminding yourself as you're going to work, I'm the manager today. I'm going to go take care of this and take care of that. And even if your current circumstances haven't caught up yet, ignore your current reality because you're living here in the end. So whether or not you're consciously practicing that or not, it does feel like coming into April, you're already living in the end subconsciously. So whatever you're desiring to change, you are keeping that clear end goal in mind as if it's already happened. Now, we also have here a Strength card, and we have here a Queen of Wands. Strength card is about making sure that at the end of the day, it's not an easy task to transform and to better circumstances. But as long as I allow myself to tap into the strength, to not give up and to persevere, everything's going to be okay. Queen of Wands, as long as I stay confident, I have a positive attitude, I empower myself to create the change that I wish and desire, then everything's going to be smooth sailing. So you are keeping yourself focused on getting to the end goal by empowering yourself, by believing in yourself, by pushing through the hard times, because hard times may occur, but at the end of the day, you're not losing sight of what you want to make happen. So far, Capricorn, this is really good energy, very powerful, very motivating. And by the way, just a word to the wise, getting back on the topic of Neville Goddard, if any of you are interested in his kind of format of teaching law of attraction, manifestation, it's very, very fascinating the way that he discusses it. So everybody has many different techniques on how they manifest, attract, whatever you want to call it. But if you're intrigued, give him a check out. Look into some of his teachings. You may find that that is a method that works very well for you. So let's go ahead and move forward from this. This is what we have here so far. Let's go ahead and get into some of the good things happening here throughout the month of April. So what are some good things happening here for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout April 2024. What are some good things coming up here for our Capricorns? Let's go ahead and see. First card coming out is a Page of Swords. Looking at the following, we have here the Knight of Pentacles, we also have here a High Priestess, and we have here a Nine of Pentacles coming into play here too. Now, Page of Swords here to the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you guys are in a place of stability where hesitancy is gone. If you used to feel really worried to go out you want or hesitant to go after what you want. Sorry about that, Capricorn, with Mercury retrograde pretty much upon us. We already had a freeze with the program, but anyhow, getting back to what I was saying though, Knight of Pentacles here, Page of Swords here, it's like you're holding yourself accountable for what you want, right? So at the end of the day, I'm not veering from the path. Page of Swords, I'm not going to be hesitant or bring in any sort of doubtful energies. All I got to do is make sure that I set out what I plan to do. And at the end of the day, even if it doesn't happen instantaneously or rather quickly, like I'm going to make sure I just continue to stay continuously focused on what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay committed and I'm going to stay focused. Okay. So I feel like that's where you're at here. And that's definitely going to be a great aspect for you because you're in the zone. You're not veering away from your path. You're staying incredibly consistent at what you're choosing to do and what you desire to do here at this time. Now, moving forward into some other good things, we have here a High Priestess. We also have here a Nine of Pentacles. I think that a lot of you this month are feeling incredibly called to just focus on you. Fly solo dolo. And Nine of Pentacles is typically a card of independence, right? So this is about doing what you need to do for yourself and building confidence within yourself as well. Nobody else here is going to help me but me, so I'm going to make sure I help myself to the best of my ability, right? And I think that's such an important statement to discuss too, because when you really think about it, people can help you, but there's always a limitation when it comes to that. People are always looking for ways to help themselves. So it's like if people are constantly searching on how to help themselves, why don't you help you instead? Only you can take you so far. And only other people, you can take yourself wherever the hell you want to go, but only other people can take you so far when you really think about it in that retrospect. So it's like if I truly want to be living in my truth, living my life, and living the path that I desire, I got to be the one to take me there to the finish line, okay? Don't mind my stuttering right now. Every time, man, I got Mercury in the first house, so not easy right then and there. Either how. Anyhow, Capricorn, it's definitely better to rely on yourself than rely on others because other people can only take you so far, right? So this is about getting yourself to whatever finish line you desire to get to. And I think you are feeling really, really good. You're feeling really disciplined here too, because I feel like it's not all about motivation. I love bringing this up because I think it's incredibly true. Motivation can only get you so far as well, because when you're motivated, you do something because you want to do it, right? However, when you're disciplined, whether or not you want to do it, you're going to go ahead and get it done. And that's where I think discipline can take people so much further, because motivation is only based upon a feeling. And let's say, you feel motivated for the first couple days working on a project. You might not feel motivated on the fourth or fifth day, but you still want to get it done, right? So that's where discipline comes into play. Discipline says, I don't feel like doing shit today, but I'm still going to make sure I do what I got to do, right? So ultimately here, tapping into energies of discipline are going to be far better than tapping into energies of just straight up motivation, okay? Definitely something to think about. But so far, guys, so good. You are flying solo. You are feeling more confident within yourself. You are getting a better relationship with yourself as you're focusing on your own path. You're staying consistent as fuck in whatever you're trying to see change and transform. So far, so good. What other good stuff do we got? What other great and good things are coming in here for Capricorn, please, throughout April 2024? What other stuff do we got? Boom, 10 of Cups. Hello. Moving forward from that 10 of Cups, we have here a 2 of Swords and, a 3 of Swords showing up here as well. Interesting. I'm hearing that some of you are saving yourself a heartache or saving yourself some heartbreak. 10 of Cups here to the 2 of Swords says, I'm making sure that I'm choosing to surround myself with the right kinds of people. And I'm choosing 3 of Swords to separate myself from the individuals who might not be there to do good. Okay, so you're being very aware and you're constantly monitoring this month who is probably the best person to surround myself with and who's not. What are the good situations and what are the bad situations? So I feel like awareness is definitely key here in this month. You're paying very close attention to who you're giving your energy to and who you're surrounding yourself with. And I think that that's a super important thing to do. You know, I think awareness is always key. The more aware we can be about the people we're dealing with, the surroundings we're in, etc., the more we get a gauge on what's worth the investment and what could potentially be a dangerous or a harmful investment at that. So Capricorns, you are scanning your area in life and paying very close attention to whom you should be invested in and whom you shouldn't. And I think that that's going to be a really great help here for you too. So in terms of looking at the good stuff, guys, honestly, I feel like for the majority of the time, you're flying solo and it feels good. But for the individuals you do invest in, you're being very, very mindful of what's a good investment. And I do feel like the 3 of Swords here could be saying that you're separating yourself from some unhealthy people or unhealthy situations or unhealthy things this month too, which is going to be a massive win for you. I also see like if you have any sort of unhealthy habits, you could be conquering and really getting past those unhealthy habits here this month too. You know, some of you could be quitting smoking, quitting drinking, if drinking has been something you've wanted to personally quit. If you've been trying to shake, you know, any kind of routine that maybe hasn't been the best for you, you know, you're kicking its butt, period. So I like seeing that with the 3 of Swords, because even though a lot of people have that, you know, not a misconception, but more so people will look at the 3 of Swords as like it always represents heartbreak or something bad. In my personal way of reading, the 3 of Swords can represent separation from things that can be harmful. So it can be a positive card, whether or not people want to see it that way. So yeah, separating yourself from things that bring you harm. And that can be habits, that could be, you know, people, it could be a way that you think, or it could be a situation you're invested in. So I really feel like that's going to do you good here by separating yourself from these things that aren't all that beneficial. Okay? All right, Cappy. Let's keep it moving forward. Let's have a look and see if there are any challenges showing up here on your path in the month of April. So are there any challenges coming in here for Capricorn throughout April 2024? Any challenges showing up here at this time? And what do we have? Knight of Wands. Ooh, a Knight of Wands is an interesting card because it could represent something that comes in quick but also leaves just as quickly. So I feel like some of you here could be challenged with an inconsistent person or with an inconsistent situation. And that's what you've mainly been wanting to avoid, right? Because what have you been focused on here? Consistency. And if you want success, especially the long-term success, consistency is key, right? So at the end of the day, you are trying to dodge and avoid inconsistent people and inconsistent situations. Give me a little more insight on this Knight of Wands. Give me a little more insight on the Knight of Wands, please. We have here the Queen of Swords. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. That's interesting because Wheel of Fortune can usually represent a fortuitous situation, and it also could represent as well a cycle beginning. But the Queen of Swords showing up here is interesting as well because I feel like there's constantly this cutoff point. So I'm seeing like a start and stop situation happening. Now, this is probably going to tailor to Capricorns dealing with somebody romantically. Maybe you're connecting with somebody who like starts with you, then they stop, then they pick up where they left off. And I usually call the Knight of Wands in a romantic way. I call it the Traveler because it's a person who comes and goes as they please. So it's not really a very consistent energy or a fun energy to deal with. So some of you could be challenged with a person who's just not keeping up with you. Maybe they come and go as they please. And if they're not bringing that stability that you're looking for, I would say it's probably not worth the investment. If you feel like they're constantly just, disturbing your peace because they leave as quickly as they come, it might not be worth investing in this kind of person because you're looking for something long-term if you're looking for love. Now, if this is about your career and you're dealing with, bosses or people who are like, you know, Capricorn, I want to help you level up. I want to help you grow. But then they say that one day and then the next day they kind of keep you where you're at. I would be really mindful of these types of employers. You know, these could be people who are deceptive with the words that they use, giving incentives for people to work harder, but never actually being rewarding. So I do see that the challenge for some Capricorns is you could be around people who are trying to give you incentives for some kind of reward, but they don't actually go through with the reward. They're just looking for a way to motivate you. And if you're dealing with people who aren't people of their word, that's never a great situation to be involved in. So if you come across this kind of energy, it may be something you want to avoid here and look out for throughout April 2024, okay? So that was pretty interesting coming up. Take that, of course, if it resonates. Now, speaking of things you may want to avoid, I'm going to take a look at that now in this category of the read. So let's take a look here and see if there's anything Capricorn may want to avoid throughout April 2024. You know, we're going to give you the info up front so that if you see any of this stuff happening, you can avoid it with your free will. So is there anything Capricorns may want to avoid throughout April 2024? The Tower, big energy coming out here for you. What's going to be paired with that Tower card? We have here the Sun. Anything, and I mean literally anything, Capricorn, disrupting your happiness. This is what you want to watch out for, and this is what you want to avoid. Now, this can come in the form of people, right? There are people, unfortunately, who don't like seeing other people happy. And at the end of the day, when they see that, they may be in a space of misery, and misery indeed loves company. So you want to watch out for the people who are stealing your light, if you will, Capricorn. Individuals who can't be happy that you're happy or be happy for you. You know, the truth of the situation is not everybody always wants to hear your good news. So you want to be extra mindful and careful of those individuals who aren't spreading joy and rejoicing with you, but instead are trying to bring you to that level of the misery they're already in. So if you're noticing people are taking away your light, stealing your light at any moment in time, this is probably not the best kinds of people to continue to stay invested in, all right? So that's definitely one massive thing you want to avoid here coming into April 2024. You know, I think that as you're focusing on your path of success, you're going to run into people who are jealous that you are focusing on your path of success. When people see people doing good or sometimes even better than them, the jealousy factor can kick in. So don't always share your news with people who you might not know are going to be so appreciative of it. Be mindful of who you share your good news with. I think that will be a major help here for you in April 2024. Now, at the end of the day, that's what we have here so far. What other information do we have here for Capricorn in regards to what they may want to avoid here in April? Okay. We have here the Two of Wands, and we have here the Temperance card showing up here too. You know, this is interesting as well, guys, because the Two of Wands represents a situation where things can either go forward in a good way or they can remain the same. I feel like if you're dealing with people who are stagnant, like individuals who are like, Capricorn, I want to get on the right page with you. I want to be in a good energy with you. But then like they do literally nothing about it. Like that's something you want to watch out for too, you know? It kind of goes back almost to what I said previously when I looked into your challenge position. Be really mindful of people who are not going to be a person of their word. They may say one thing, but do the exact opposite. And I feel that same energy showing up here. You know, maybe you've been in a weird space with somebody and they're like, well, Capricorn, I want to be close with you. I want to build a great relationship with you. But like, if they have nothing to show for it, if they do nothing about it, like, then what the hell? Like, what are we doing, right? And it's the same thing too. Like if you're dealing with a boss who's like, I'm going to promote you, you're going to get a raise, and they've been saying this for months and months and months and nothing's fucking happened. It's like, dude, something's got to give, right? You know, either you're blatantly lying to me or you're really dragging this shit out. So I feel like it's worth avoiding people who are just not going to be people of their word, okay? It just feels to me like individuals could be teasing or manipulative in whatever they're trying to do or whatever they're trying to say. So this could be a great time to just avoid all that shit and just really focus on taking things at face value and focus on looking at situations for what they are. You know, if you are going to do what you say you're going to do, show me the action. Don't tell me the words. Okay. Absolutely. What else do we got here for Cappy? Anything else that they may want to avoid throughout the remainder here of April 2024? We got here a 10 of Pentacles, and we got here a Queen of Cups. Interesting. 10 of Pentacles could represent your family sector. Queen of Cups can also represent the emotional factoring of how you're feeling. So if you've been feeling a little bit weird within your family sector, or if you've been feeling like there is potentially, why do I see a lot of jealousy for Capricorns? I don't know why that's what's coming up for you. It could even be in family though, guys. Unfortunately, the truth is that even your family members can be jealous of you, you know, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters. I'm not trying to put that energy out there. I'm just being real, because I've had that happen before and seen it throughout my family, throughout friends' family. So yeah, man, just because blood is thicker than water, it doesn't mean shit sometimes, you know? So I just want to say, be a little bit careful even sharing within your family sector if you know certain people are jealous or just don't have the best kind of energy to give, okay? Because even family members can be that way. But I also want to mention here too, like, 10 of Pentacles is success. It's doing great. It's doing fantastic. Like, be in a space, guys, where I feel like keep shit to yourself, move low key this month. I really think that might be your best bet. Because I do see a lot of energies of people where, like, Capricorns are doing great and they may wish that they were in your position. And it's unfortunate that you can't just have everybody be happy for you, especially the people who should. It's unfortunate. And I hate to have to convey that in a reading. Because no, I'm fucking happy for you, dude. I'm thrilled. 6 of Wands, Chariot card. You guys are on your shit, dude. You guys are literally creating the paths for yourselves that is going to gate you into a place of happiness. That's going to get you to a place of happiness, okay? You deserve the fucking best. So for all the people who don't want that, fuck them, all right? All right, let's move forward. I don't want to keep repeating this energy. There's just a pretty big warning, I guess, that keeps coming up where it's like, just be careful who you share your news with. And be careful of the individuals who are jealous. It's not like they can really do anything. They have no power, but you don't want that affecting you vibrationally, right? So maintain a high vibration, keep shit to yourself, move low key, enjoy your month. It's your fucking month, okay? To rock and roll, all right? All right, let's move forward. We're going to hop on into career and finance. Let's take a look here into Capricorn's career. What's coming up here for Cappies in their work, in their career throughout April 2024? What insight and information do we have? Hello, we got here a Fool card. Moving forward from that Fool card, we have here the Emperor, and we have here the Devil. Whoa. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this. First and foremost, the Emperor card can represent a boss or somebody with a higher status in the workplace, and the Fool card here could be about letting go. So I do feel like for some of you, if you've had a real, and I'm going to be super blunt here, like a real dickhead of a boss, that boss may be getting exited out of the workplace here in April 2024. Why do I kind of feel relief? Like, I feel relief for Capricorns. Like, if you've had really shitty management, really shitty staff, a really shitty boss, they might be going bye-bye, okay, out the workplace for whatever reasonings. I mean, I would assume their behavior here, especially if they're a toxic person with the Devil card coming into play. So I just want to say, if work conditions have been hard due to the nature of a specific person, I don't believe those work conditions are going to be hard anymore, as that person is no longer going to be around. So I kind of feel like that's working itself out, which is great for you, especially if it's been pretty tough to work with somebody. I also want to note here too, this could be a time that's very opportunistic, because if you have a boss who's like a major, dickhead and ends up getting out, you might be in the next runner-up position to take that position. So Capricorn, some things may really work out well for you. But I want to say anyways, if you are dealing with work situations where someone or something is making it more difficult for you to enjoy your time in the workplace, I just feel like something's going to happen to where it all works out. Okay, so that's a pretty interesting message. But yeah, something's just going to unfold where one way or another, it all ends up working out for you. And it's pretty damn great. Let's go ahead and take a look here into your finances. What are we seeing here financially for Capricorn throughout April 2024? How are their finances looking? All right, we did have a 9 of Swords jump out. So 9 of Swords can be a card of concern. I also had 2 other cards come out. We have here a 10 of Wands and we have here an Ace of Swords. So 9 of Swords, like I mentioned, it could be a card of concern. 10 of Wands can be a card here of feeling like you're a little bit overwhelmed. So there could be a potential situation where you feel a bit overwhelmed this month financially. It might just be, first and foremost, it is tax season, right? So with that being said, tax season could be hitting you a little bit hard, but it also could be the energy as well of just having so many bills to deal with or unexpected bills popping up. But I want you to know, Ace of Swords here says you will be able to get through this, okay? So I want you to know, if there's any fear coming up financially, focus on releasing that in the month of April, because you're going to navigate right through it with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is about having a massive realization on what exactly you need to do to get through these circumstances and to put yourself into a good position. So financially, guys, I'm actually not not really feeling you guys moving in a bad direction in the slightest. There could be unexpected things popping up, but you're going to take care of it and you're going to be okay. Any other insight for financial stuff going on here for Cappies? We have here the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you will move forward. Things will change for the better. If unexpected bills come in, you'll get them paid, and that money that pretty much you've put out will come right back to you. So I wouldn't be fearful about money going out, because money goes out, money comes in. All right, Cappies? Try to look at it in that perspective this month. As money goes out, money comes in. I definitely feel, yeah, star card coming into play here for you as well. I definitely feel like there will be a resupply of the well, okay? Which is really cool. Now, I say resupply of the well because typically this is different, right, in the tarot, but naturally in the traditional tarot, the star card shows a woman who's bathing in a well or bathing in some kind of lake, and you can see that the lake is being resupplied with this water, or the well is being resupplied with this water. So I feel that there will be a resupplying happening, if that's how you say that word anyhow. There's going to be a lot of resupplying happening here. So I think that you'll be a-okay in the financial aspect. So I just want to say there might be a little bit of worries and fears, but guys, like, to put you at ease, everything comes back and everything checks out. Not too much to worry about, okay? But moving forward, let's get into love. What's going on for Capricorn's love life in April 2024? Let's look at the Capricorn singles first. What's going on here for the single Cappies? First card out, Five of Pentacles. Next card out, Ace of Pentacles. Last card out, boom, Eight of Swords. So you go from kind of being under the radar single Capricorn when it comes to love. You got here at Five of Pentacles. It's like, no one's out here. I have no options. And then suddenly Ace of Pentacles shows up and you're like, oh, fuck, I got an option. And the reason why I say, oh, fuck, is because here comes in the Eight of Swords. And it's like, well, I've kind of gotten used to like not dating for a while, and then now there's like someone who's come into my life, so like I don't know, I'm a little bit in my head, I'm a little worried, I'm a little nervous to talk to them or see where things are going to go. So single Capricorns, I kind of feel like if you've been kind of used to just being single for a while, and maybe you weren't even actively searching to date anybody, I think somebody of interest does come in. I do think an opportunity appears itself, but I feel a little bit of worry and fear about it. Here's what I say. Anytime you're worried about how a romantic situation is going to go, or anytime you have any kind of fear and you're worried about how anything's going to go, the best thing to do is say fuck it and go for it, you know? Because you never know what's going to be on the other side. Embrace yourself for the worst, but be in that energy where, hey, it could happen and work out for the best. So my point is that if you don't take chances on shit, you may miss out on the good stuff too. You may miss out on the bad stuff, but you may also miss out on the good stuff, right? So that's why anything that an opportunity or any opportunity that comes by is always worth giving it a chance. So I would just say go for it. You don't have to expect too much, but hey, maybe it turns into a really cool connection or a really cool relationship. Maybe it's something temporary. Maybe it's something that lasts forever. Who knows? Single Cappy, even if you're a little worried, even if you've been comfy being single for a while, don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. Give it a go. Okay? My advice. Moving forward to coupled Cappies. What's going on for the Capricorn couples? Throughout the remainder here, or throughout the entire month really of April 2024, what do we got? We got here a Seven of Swords showing up. We also have here a Six of Pentacles and a King of Swords. Ooh, this Seven of Swords isn't about you both, like you and your partner. It's a third party. Not saying that this is a third party Capricorn as in you or your significant other is cheating. There is someone who doesn't like, why is there so much fucking jealousy showing up in Capricorn's reading? I'm so sorry, guys. Cleanse yourselves, go sage, go smudge, go visit a Reiki fucking healer. I don't know. Moving forward, though, Six of Pens, King of Swords. You and your person are tight. You're locked down. You have a great relationship. Seven of Swords. Someone is just not very fond of that. Okay? So I do feel like there's a jealous person around you and your individual. This month, guys, be as aware and as mindful as you can of people's actions, the things that they say, if there's backhanded compliments, some of the looks people give you, because it'll be a very clear indicator of whether or not this is a person to associate with, okay? Looking at the relationship for coupled Capricorns, you guys are solid. There is literally nothing wrong. You have a great relationship. You're going to remain having a great relationship this month. But I feel like somebody here could either be jealous or somebody here may want to be with you or your partner, okay? And it seems like they don't have the best intentions. So, you know, if you're noticing some girl getting touchy-feely with your man, always trying to talk to him, always trying to be around him. You know, watch out for that bitch, pretty much. Okay, Capricorn? Watch out for her. Yeah, Knight of Cups. Same thing if it's a dude. Like, if you notice a dude's trying to get around your girl, and he's always talking to her and being flirty, like, not to say that your girl is going to go out of nowhere and just, you know, cheat, but watch out for those people with bad intentions, okay? So somebody might want you, Capricorn. They might want your person. Be careful, because it seems like they don't have good intentions at all. All right, guys, we're gonna hop into the overall outcome. It's been a long reading so far, but a good one. So Cappy, let's go ahead and get your overall outcome, and you'll be on your merry way. Okay, what's gonna be the overall outcome here for Capricorns throughout April 2024? How is their month going in its entirety? Boom, we got here a 5 of Swords, and we got here an Empress. Picking your battles, choosing your battles, and choosing for growth, right? So I think that the main focal point and takeaway we can get throughout the month of April is, sure, there's a lot of shit going on that may not feel super great, but it has like nothing to do with you. Like, it's all about other people not being happy that you're out here focusing on your growth and fucking thriving. Okay, Capricorn? Remember, you're the Empress. Remember, you're the one growing. Remember, you're the one doing better. Remember, you're the one getting the success. You're not the person who's unhappy. Okay? That's all the other people. And I want you to remember something super fucking important. You have the power of choice, whether or not to let people affect you or whether to let them affect you. So I would recommend embrace the power of not giving a fuck this month. The subtle art of not giving a fuck. Don't give any fucks to anybody who doesn't deserve your fucks. Okay? The point here, Cappy, is that you're in a position where you're growing and doing better, and other people might not be entirely happy about that, but fuck them. It shouldn't ever have to affect you if you don't let it. They got to focus on themselves, dude, but they're too busy focusing on you. And that's going to bite them in the butt. It's not going to bite you in the butt if you keep on doing you. Okay, Capricorn? All right. Guys, I think you had a great reading, honestly. You had a lot of good stuff coming up, which I'm happy about. And you're making a lot of moves, and I'm really proud of you, dude. Okay? You guys are doing good. Maybe the other people over here aren't doing so good, and that's why they're, you know, leeching onto you and got bad vibes, whatever. Ignore them. Be the Queen of Swords this month. Progress forward. And don't pay attention to nobody else. Stay in your lane and stay connected to your inner circle. And for anybody who may not be the best kind of energy to be around, don't be afraid to cut them off. All right, guys? If you stay focused on you, your month is smooth sailing. Don't worry about anybody else. Period, okay? All right, Capricorns, I love you. Thank you for coming out here to your April reading. Much love, and I really appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. I'd be happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. All right, though, Capricorn, much love to you. Have a great and amazing April, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.